Player checks.
I check.
I raise. The gentleman calls.
Give me the chips.
Split pot. The big blind is raised to $8
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Flop. Player checks. Turn. River.
Raise, raise. These are real skills.
The gentleman calls.
Fold. That's a lot to bet. I check.
Flop.
I check. I fold.
The gent.
Wow. I'm shaking. Fold. Raise, raise. Fold. I'm the winner.
Fold.
I must have. That's a lot to bet.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
River.
I raise. Sorry, I won.
The big blind is raised to 12. Small blind is dollars.
I'm fold. I raise.
The gentleman calls. The river. This player is out of money. Has left the table.
I raise.
Ford. Fold. Fold.
I win.
Ford.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Turn. The madam calls. The gentleman calls. River.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
The flop.
I raise. I fold.
The big blind is raised to 6 small blind is dollars. The miss calls.
Not a lot to bet. Fold.
I raise.
Fold.
Fold. Raise. Yee-haw! I'm the winner.
That's a lot to bet.
I raise. I fold.
The madam calls. The flop. The lady calls. Turn. The miss calls. River.
Raise. Sorry. I won. I raise.
Fold. That's a lot to bet.
Check.
I check.
I check. I
Check.
check.
Yee-haw! I'm the winner.
The gentleman wins $125.
Fold.
I must fold. I fold.
The gentleman calls. The madam calls. Flop.
Raise.
I fold.
Turn.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $156. The big blind is raised to $20. Small blind $10.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The lady calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I raise.
Check.
Check.
The gentleman wins $675. This player is out of money. Has left the table. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Check, please.
I raise.
Raise.
Fold. Fold.
River.
Sorry. I won.
The lady calls. The gentleman calls.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The flop.
Check, please.
Turn. All in $107.
I knew I was good.
Player has left the table. The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Flop.
I fold.
Fold. Fold.
The gentleman wins $349. The big blind is raised to $30.
I fold.
I check. Fold.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $120. The miss calls.
Check, please.
Check.
Check. I raise.
The lady calls. Turn.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Fold.
Fold.
Turn. The gentleman wins $186. The lady calls. Player checks.
Flop. I check.
Player checks. The gentleman calls. Turn.
I raise. Fold.
The river.
I raise.
All in with $334. This player is out of money. Has left the table. The big blind is raised to $50. The gentleman calls.
Check, please. Check, please.
The madam calls. Turn. All in with $1,230. Total pot is $400.
These are real skills.
This player is out of money. Has left the table.